Hi, this is Fro. This is going to be the last video for the Falcon build, and it's been a long one. Instead of running wires outside of the Falcon to power the LEDs, I decided to put the switch and the battery in the bottom of the model. I did have to modify the bottom cover to be able to get everything in. I had to add some pieces to it as well to help hold it in place. It is held in place by, it's a tight fit, but I am tempted to add a little something sticky to make sure it stays in place. After I figured out the current that I was drawing, I went to a local battery store and they were able to build me a custom rechargeable battery that could handle the voltage and current I needed, plus fit into the space that I had. It worked out pretty well and will keep the model lit for 30 to 40 minutes. The rest of the model from here is just made up of a bunch of smaller pieces, ramp, the antenna on top of the Falcon, plus a few touch-ups here and there. Here we are adding the antenna dish on top. Really not much to it. Just a simple build and some primer and light gray paint with a little bit of wash on it to help it out. I did have to remove some parts of the ramp that were inside to get it to fit in, since it's supposed to be put in much earlier in the model build. But since I added in later, I did have to cut a few things. After I glued it in place, though, it didn't seem to be an issue. I was a little worried about how to deal with the canopies, but they came out pretty well. I ended up painting them with a small cotton swab and scraping off the excess with a toothpick after it had dried. I did end up putting a flat wash over the interior just to make it more interesting. It really added some depth and it let you see a little more detail. In a couple places I'd added just a little bit too much, but was able just to dab it up with a washcloth and start over again to get the effect that I wanted. Also, instead of painting the chest table, which would be a pain, I ended up making my own decal. There was a little trial and error with this to get it sized correctly before I printed it out. And I did make a mistake of using the micro set of micro sol on it to help hold it in place. And it completely ate away the top of the decal. Glad to say that this build is over. It's been about a year and I've taken about 1,600 pictures and I'm finally done. I definitely learned a lot about this model, but I hope the next one will go just a little bit faster. I've already started working on the next model and should be posting some things soon. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.